Welcome back. Today we're here talking about our work in the community, corporate social responsibility, CSR. It's something that we've always done. Our relationship with Cypher Fireside was one that went back to my grandmother and Sister Sabina, the founder, some 30 years ago when they lived next door to each other in Albert Road, Stetford.
I'm Melissa Roach, Fundraising and Corporate Partnerships Manager for Cypher Fireside. We're based in Digbeth, so just outside the city centre, with the main day centre facility supporting people experiencing homelessness in Birmingham. Cypher was a separate charity supporting independence from alcohol, and Fireside was a soup kitchen. So we merged together, but we've got collaboratively over 30 years of experience working in this sector. The founder of the charity Fireside was the lovely Sister Sabina, who sadly passed away 2 years ago, and she's a pivotal part in what we continue to do. A lot of people think that we're a soup kitchen handing out food, and whilst we do offer practical support in terms of food, clothing, showers, primarily it's building up the trust with people, and that's when they open up. We're open Monday to Friday from 9 till 1:45 for the day centre, and that's mainly focused on crisis presentations. We have a laundry room that people can have their clothes washed. We're a carer of address for people, so they can have the post directed here. We store passports and driving licences because people will get attacked on the streets or they will lose them along the way. And again, they need these items to claim for benefits or employment or open a bank account, for example. We have legal advice, benefit advice, housing support through Birmingham City Council's team that are based here on site. We're not a night shelter, people don't sleep here, but it's essentially a one-stop shop that people can have the practical support, but the more specialist supports. So Colemans, they have been one of our long-standing corporate partners for many, many years. Dave Coleman, he knew Sister Sabina really well, the founder of the charity, and we've received financial support from them. But more recently, they reached out to us because we're focusing heavily on employability. Today we've got e-learning that's been provided by the Coleman Group. The Coleman Group are really keen to support us with the employability, and we're really grateful for their support, and we're looking forward to the partnering in the years ahead.
On the front of each parcel is a list of what is in the parcel. These here and at the top of the wooden ones are all for single people.
Right.
And then you've got a whole load over there, they're all twos. Then we've got the rack behind is 3 to 4 parcels, and these are 5 to 7s. The demand's gone up. When I first started, 12 people, that was a busy week, and it's just gradually gone up and up. At the moment, we can easily hit 40.
You've noticed that climbing steadily over recent times, particularly with the cost of living crisis?
I think it started to climb with COVID, and we managed to stay open over COVID, but then with the increase of inflation, that's sort of taken another step up. Corpus Christi, Stetford Baptist, which is round on Victoria Road, All Saints, where we hold it, and St Edburgers in Yardley.
We built up a relationship with the people in the parish, but whenever we'd be out in the garden at the back of the big house, we would think of your grandparents, because we were told that there was a gate in the fence. Grandma and Grandad would have access in and out to the church, because that church was pretty new at the time. And they were terrific benefactors to the parish. And I remember how kind they were when we put together a kind of a little refreshments after the opening ceremony and welcome to the parish. Were so supportive of us over the years, the beginning here.
That was 1989.
1989. And so we've a long link with Colemans. Colemans means kindness to us. That's the way I would express it.
My name's Leighton Renison, I'm the chairman at Birmingham BMX Club, and this is our home track. The club was started over 10 years ago now. The former BMX track that was in Perry Park was obviously redeveloped with Sport England and Birmingham City Council into the facility it is today. It's one of the national standard facilities, and we've held here European championships and all sort of races over the years. Mark Coleman, I've known him for quite a while now, and I approached him to see if he would support a local community BMX club in Birmingham. He obliged, and he's been really supportive, him and his staff, and a major sponsor to the club. We had a problem with our start gate. The start gate now is over 10 years old, starting to malfunction quite a lot, and Colemans came and done a lot of welding and a lot of repairs on the gate to make sure it was functionable to run facilities, coaching and for races to continue. What I hope to achieve going forward with Colemans is we are looking to try and build what we call an 8-metre start hill. At the minute we have a 5-metre start hill, but what I'd like to do is to sit down with Colemans and hopefully they can build us what we call an 8-metre. By getting that in Birmingham, it would make this track a worldwide track, and we'd be able to hold World Cup, European Championships, and it would take Birmingham BMX Club to a different level. We've won the national title 2 consecutive years on the trot. We're producing really talented riders from grassroots all the way up to a couple of riders on the Olympic programme with British Cycling. BMX being in the Olympics, Bethany Shriever winning the gold medal, Kai White winning the silver, it's really put BMX back on the map again. BMX is a great sport for the kids and the local community to be involved in.
I used to come to this park when I was learning to ride a bike, and I was here when the track was being built, and I always used to ask my dad if I could go on the track. My dad said, if you can get off your stabilisers, I'll take you on the track. So then I just used to watch all the pros jump in the pro section just there, and I thought, I want to do that. I'm going to the Worlds for the first time, World Champs in France in July. If we didn't have such good coaches, then this place wouldn't even be running. Because it's such like high level for like anyone who wants to go. Whether you want to race professionally or just have a fun time, it's good for everyone.
Yeah, so we're down at Rectory ABC Boxing Club, Sutton Coldfield, Birmingham, with one of my best friends, lifelong friend, Phil Brennan, who's the guy that set this up some 15 odd years ago.
Boxing was just something I got into maybe from my late teens more than anything. Ended up getting the job as the boxing development officer with Birmingham City Council and ABA as it was then, England Boxing now. And I just thought the kids of Sutton could do with a club of their own. I love the whole thing of community. That's one of the reasons I do the club. It's not just about boxing and it's not just about competition. If you've had a bad day and you come and punch a bag, that gets rid of your bad day better than anything else I've ever known.
And have you got cases, obviously no names mentioned, where people have come in here and maybe struggling with their lives and they've found a life in boxing, and that community spirit that you talk about and that getting together and getting training you know.
Massive. We've kept kids out of county lines. We've got kids who pulled into gangs that we've managed to get back on the straight and narrow. You know, and those kids I'm thinking of now, they're earning more money than me, or they will be in the next couple of years. You know, they got themselves trained up in construction, got skills, starting their own business. You know, if you go back 10 years, they were only heading one way, and that was to jail. Great for the fitness, it's great for the mental health, it's great for the discipline, because you have to keep doing it. If you want to be successful, there's no just dipping your toe in the water, going in and out of it. You know, you've got to keep at it.
Yeah.
So all of those things play into a happy kid. If you find boxing, you know, most kids, it really makes a positive change in their life.
Our work in the community is long-standing with Cypher Fireside, the boxing club, the BMX club, but also when we get involved in jobs locally. And we'll be providing links for you to be able to support these charities, and I hope that you will get involved like we have. Thank you.